Good evening, audience. My name is Marie Hilaire. I'm a student at Lutherized College and Seminary. I would like to speak today about determination to be successful. When I come to America, it's regarding my language barrier that I had when I came. I was 24 years old when I came to America. I already studied in my country, went to college for 14 years, learned only in French, and we have the home language that is a broken Creole. I didn't know really a word of English. They teach us some English as vocabulary when we're in school, but that doesn't mean we know how to pronounce it or to have a conversation. When I came to the United States, I had a dream to become a nurse. I didn't know how long this journey will be because I had to go through so many steps, really come to the bottom, in order to get to the higher step in the ladder. I studied as a English second language student. I remember I spent at least a year and a half learning English there. And my professor told me that I need to go to college because he understand that my level of understanding was a little bit higher for the class that he is teaching. So they recommend me to go to college. When I went to college, it wasn't that easy, even though language is my strong point, but it wasn't easy because when you already came from a country where everything is French, so now you have to relearn, reset your brain to put everything into context, to understand every vocabulary, especially you need to speak the proper English in order to go to nursing school because there are a lot of terms you're going to have to understand, and there's challenge tests that you have to take in order to be admitted to nursing school. But that was a dream, so I know I had to work hard to understand the language in all capacity in order for me to be admitted, because there was a competition at the time. That was 2007 when I applied to nursing school. I had to be committed, trying to listen to a lot of program in English, practice, and listen to sermon in English, have the little ones that I had in my family, the younger ones that was in the family with me, speak English with me, because usually they always tell me the little kids have the best English. That's what I was told back home in my country, because they have innocent pronunciation and you'll be able to pick up the proper way. And that's what I did. And I used to have a notebook writing the pronunciation basically in French in order to be able to pronounce it and practice. Sometimes I'll be standing in front of a mirror to just practice English. It was a challenge because I had to take many classes before I even get to English Composition 1. My concern was an accent, because I said, how would people understand me? How am I going to be able to speak with my patient? How am I going to be able to understand the doctors when they give me an order? Because I didn't come like I was to the country when I was really 5'6". He was 24. So I said it would be a challenge for me in order to understand. But God was faithful. I put myself into work, listen to a lot of music in English, really kind of put French on hold in order to understand, because I had to participate on the practice test that they have for the entrance. In order to do that, I have to know a lot of English in order to really pass those tests. It's not just to speak. Sometimes I know you need English to speak on the street, to speak with your family. But when you're talking college, you need to understand those big nursing books with all the terminology that you need to understand. So I had to put myself at work in order to make this happen. I want to say that to anybody that have a challenge for anything, to just let you know that if you persevere, your dream might come true. I remember I had got admitted to the nursing program, and by the grace of God, I was in an honor roll as a student. My accent wasn't a barrier, wasn't a problem for me. It didn't stand in front of me. Until now, I know I speak with an accent, but to the glory of God, I'm a translator in my church now for people that don't speak English. If you tell me that 2007, 2008, you told me I will be one day able to translate this language for another person, I will say no, I would not never have this confidence because I didn't have that confidence in me. But through practice and perseverance, I end up being able to work as a child nurse, being able to understand my patients, the doctors, the diagnosis with no issues. I went for nursing school. Now here I am going for biblical school. Now I'm not afraid of anything because I know I will be able to understand whatever stand my way. And that really helped me to know that any challenge can be overcome. So I went to nursing school for a good amount of years because I have to do the first level, the second one, and I'm still have hope to go further in nursing to get a PhD, which means I'm gonna need more English. So I can tell somebody, don't never let your dream die. I remember we had a lesson that we have to do the other day about the dream of Martin Luther King, because he said he had a dream one day that his 4 children will be able to live in a free world. And unfortunately, he died, he didn't get to see it. But when I see President Obama became a president, I said I wish he was alive to see at least some of his dream came true. So dreams do come true if we persevere, if we put insistence on it, if you really put the work. If we put the work, we can see it happen. So I encourage everybody that have a challenge to put God first and practice, persevere, and you will overcome just like I overcome. Thank you.